Now, here's another thought. They're cold, they're damp, and they haven't been used for more than 20 years, but a network of underground tunnels could become a Midlands tourist attraction.
The owners want to open a visitor centre and to build houses to finance their plans, which would see people allowed into a previously secret world for the first time. Andy Bevan has the full story.
If you listen hard enough, you can almost hear this Second World War aircraft factory at work. Only those who worked here knew the place existed 300 feet below the South Staffordshire countryside. The Drakelow tunnels, dynamited out from subterranean sandstone, a shadow factory for Birmingham's Longbridge works, one the Nazis couldn't see or destroy.
Oh, in about 18 months they'd actually, from excavation, they'd actually got some production going down here, although it wasn't totally finished, but they were producing parts within that time.
After Hitler's defeat, the tunnels were used by the RAF as a storage depot, but in the 1980s, with the Cold War at its height, they caught the eye of the Ministry of Defence, who needed somewhere secret and safe for regional government officials to escape to should the nuclear threat become a reality.
Had about 150 people would have been down here, and they'd have had DEFRA would have had a place, the taxman would have had a place, obviously there was a canteen staff, there was just about everybody you can imagine to run like a small sort of council.
Those wartime kitchens were still more than capable of feeding the great and the good, and as this was to be the nerve centre of post-apocalyptic local government, the latest communications equipment was also on hand, alongside some old faithfuls left over from the 40s. When the Cold War ended, the hotline to Whitehall fell silent, and when the MOD moved out, they took most of the equipment here with them, but they did leave one or two items like this relic of an IT age gone by. And now the search is on to find more.
We'd like to turn it into a museum, because obviously, historically it's in major importance to the country and the area, and we want to show it off to the future generations. So we want to get some old equipment and bits and pieces which were relevant to the site and put them back in place.
So if you have anything you think might be of interest to the tunnel team, get in touch. The private owners of the complex say it'll cost around £60,000 just to fix the electrics and air conditioning. But with 4 300-metre tunnels and countless rooms to convert, there's plenty of scope for creativity. This
is a very long tunnel, and you can drive in here, and I've actually did once to get to nearly 80 miles an hour driving down this. But I hit the brakes very hard. That probably won't be one of the public attractions should the museum become a reality, but until it does, time in the Drakelow tunnels will continue to stand still. Andy Bevan, ITV News.
And they want some old gear, I'll have a rummage around.
Absolutely. Yeah, you could contribute, Bob.
I could.
Still to come on ITV News.